Hey, alright, I just dropped Aiden off at work, and, I started to remember things I wanted to talk about, you know? Like, hold on, I'm gonna back out of here. And, oh shit, there's a bicycle over there, I can remember that. And, I don't know if I'm gonna remember now, because I was thinking, okay, this week I've been thinking about, and I was watching a video from last year too, that I was still thinking, remember how like the housing and you can't even buy a house now, because it really does have me kind of depressed that I cannot buy a freaking house. Like like I said, I mean, I get the whole thing of renting, which is great, you know, but you can't have what you want sometimes when you like I want to get chickens, you know what I mean? Luckily, right now, where we're at, my landlord doesn't care about this shit. Like I said, he doesn't care if we have a lot of dogs, cats, whatever. He's pretty easygoing. But most landlords are not going to be so easygoing. And, I want chicken. I might even want some goats. I don't even know. I'm not sure what I want. But it does make me sad that the American dream is a lot harder to achieve now than it ever has been in its whatever. Which is not true. I mean, I was thinking about movies I've watched where there was the Depression. Imagine like you learning about history, like about the Irish. You know, those people. Even the people who came to America when they first started, all cramped in these big ass, like now, apartments, you know? But those were probably a lot tinier than they are now, I would assume. I don't know. You know what I mean? It was in New York, so I don't know how big the apartments were when people were coming from other countries, you know? Migrating here. Looking for the Statue of Liberty. Can't wait to be here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do miss watching history movies and reading history books like that, which I need to do. I guess I got so many things to read and watch. I'm like, But, yeah. And I try to tell myself, it's okay. People did it in the old days. We can do it today. You know what I mean? And I was watching this video, like, on YouTube, where it was showing the 15 things that we don't do now that they used to do in the old days. Like they said, they used to, like if you brought in, and it, like let's say you had a knife that you had to, and you bought another knife, you would not keep the old knife. You would get rid of it. You would get rid of it. You know, so even with appliances, it was like that. If it broke, you would not keep it. You would get rid of it, so you wouldn't have so much shit. They didn't have as much space, cabinet space, as we did now. They pretty much had to keep as much minimal stuff, you know. And they said that they had equipment that multitasked for other stuff. You know what I mean? So you didn't have to have all these different gadgets to do what they do now. You know what I mean? And things like that. And they also, like, their counter space. They said that they did not. They cleaned off their counter spaces. They didn't just make it a catch-all like we do now, you know? And that way, 5 minutes to wipe down your counters, you know? And you can cook and clean and do all that shit on it. And that they did their dishes 3 times a day. They did not wait, you know? They didn't let it pile up. And what else did they do? And they all the family helped clean up. It wasn't just the mom or something, you know. They all helped, and it, you know, it was part of like learning to be a household, unlike today's world, right? Where they say people don't really do that. They whine and gripe, oh, you don't have to do dishes, and you know, whatever. And let's see what else. There was a lot of cool tips that I need to start thinking about trying to utilize now, which would be good, you know? And, but yeah, I am rethinking saving money to buy a house, okay? Like, I would like some land, and, I mean, maybe I couldn't, and you know what kind of brought this up was the fact that we were talking about Jay again, right? And I was like, what about that house? Is it still? And yeah, they're pretty much trying to buy it with cash, like, because they don't think anyone would loan on that house because it needs a lot of work, and they want $65,000 for that house. And I know before they were trying to get $50,000 out of it, but that's what they kind of would like, was $65,000 for that house. I am kind of praying that no one can buy it. We have never bought a house technically, so I was like, what about a loan? You know, I mean, could we get a loan later? Like if I save some money and had a down payment, and because they said with the inflation they're expecting banks to give out money like candy again, right? I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they said, you know. And you know, I would just like to own that house property, because then you add it with my dad's land, and that's pretty good. And whether James decides to stay in it or not, you know, he could still do that, and we could still build another house there. You know what I mean? And work on it. And they said now we can get hookups to the water, so we could hook up both places to city water, and we wouldn't have to worry about the well. You know, I forget how much it's going to cost, but my husband knows how much it's going to cost to do that. So that is kind of an idea of what I'm thinking too. And fix the well, so we'd have well water and city water in case of emergencies. You never know. Like the well water could water the ground, you know, the trees and plants, the outside water. And you could drink out of a faucet if you want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the old days, we drink it out of the hose. But yeah, my nose is all clogged up still. I don't know, because we do have land, and I'm thinking maybe we should freaking utilize it, because it is going to be impossible to buy something. But I kind of would like, and I do want something flat. That's the other reason I don't really want to go to Osage. It's very hilly. You know, to get to it, you have to go up this crazy hill, which has to be graded because of obviously rain will wash it away. And I mean, I just don't want to deal with all that crap. I want something flat, something that you know, we could put animals on, like chicken and stuff. But you can on those land too, I'm sure. I know you could do it, but I just don't know. In a garden, I mean, I know you can do all that stuff on hills too. Like, it really matters if it's flat or hilly. You know what I mean? I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But I don't know. But because I mean, I do like Arkansas. If we did get something in Osage, it wouldn't be terrible, because at least we would still be in Arkansas, you know? And so I don't know, because I mean, I'm not 100% sure about becoming an Oklahomian and moving to Oklahoma, but it's an option. We have options, you know. I guess I need to start thinking about them. So that is one of the things I've been thinking about. Like, I'm starting to think, you know, maybe that could still be a thing. Maybe we could work at buying a house. And like I said, it's going to become our kids anyway, and they're going to need somewhere to live, you know? And we can all live on it and do whatever we want, but have our own little houses on it or something, you know? And then our house could become someone else's house, like, you know, I don't know, whatever they want to do with it when we're dead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So we'll just have to figure that out when it happens, but that's what I am thinking about. Oh, man, I need a tissue. This is driving me crazy. I threw my tissue in the back. Now it's such a pain in the ass. And there's traffic here. And I'm like, yeah. Damn it. I don't know where this tissue box is, but it's pissing me off. And I'm still going to work on my debt. You know, I haven't done our taxes yet. I was supposed to do it today. We did not. We did read Christine, which I was so glad Billy's got that done. I'm going to read with Raymond still. I'm going to watch Desperate Housewives today. And tomorrow night, I'm going out with Sarah on Mom's Night Out. And, oh my God. She said she's been going to the farmer's market and doing her thing. Like, this weekend will be her second weekend for the winter one. But then she got in on the Rogers farmer's market, so she'll start that May 2nd, because that's when they open up. I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. So I'm going to try and go Saturday to the farmer's market so I can buy something from her and check it out too at the same time. Because actually, I've never been to this farmer's market. And it would be so cool. I'm like, yay. And she said it's indoors. So that's like, yay. So cold or not, it'll be nice. So that's my goal. And, oh my God. But yeah, it'll be nice to get together tomorrow. So I'm like, yay. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm just but yeah, I'm already been trying to declutter, get my shit together, and plan what I want to do, what I really want, what because I'm starting to actually visualize again, maybe a future about something, but baby steps, okay, baby steps. And but was that the only thing I wanted to talk about? I feel like there was more. I just can't remember. I was like, why didn't I write it down so I could talk about what I wanted to talk about? But anyway, just in case, like I said, I don't remember, but you got that. I want to buy a house. I want to get out of debt. And I'm already thinking about the first hobby I want to start. Because remember, I have several hobbies I want to start, plus my reading activities. And shit. And tomorrow, we are going to go to High Rise, which is not High Rise anymore. I don't know what they call that jumping place, where it's like trampoline park. And that's where we're going, basically, to have fun tomorrow. And yeah, Raymond and I thought of the idea, because I was like, what about bowling or going to Topgolf? And then Raymond's like, what about High Rise? I'm like, okay, we'll go there. And yeah, so we barely do that anymore, but I think it'd be a fun idea. And so that's what we're doing. And I'm gonna make pizza for dinner tonight. I figured, why not? Let's do pizza. Easy enough. But I was already thinking about things I can make. Doing Walmart shopping, I'm looking at people's ingredients sometimes and thinking, that sounds good. Because you can kind of tell what people are making with the ingredients they buy. And it made me go, oh, this sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a good idea. Like I said, I am kind of excited about doing that kind of stuff. But like I said, I feel so overwhelmed still because I haven't got a schedule down yet, I need a schedule down so I can start cooking and doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, I want to just, like I said, I'm ready to enjoy life. Spring coming is make me feel like it, but at the same time, I'm like, I also want to make money. So it's tough, We'll just do what we can do. And, oh my goodness. Yeah. But hopefully I can get myself situated and on a schedule and, we'll see how this year goes. Like I said, it's already March and I'm just feeling like, oh my God, there better be some good changes this year. I better start seeing some things change, and I better make myself do it. And I do need to deal with the property in New Mexico, and I don't know, deal with Jay too, right? And God, remember how I wanted to get bees? I'm not getting bees this year, okay? For sure, not getting bees, okay? May would be when you get bees. I am still wanting chickens, so I don't know about that. We will see about the chickens, because I'm like, if I get them, I better be the one taking care of them no matter what the weather. Not my kid. He's already got enough shit to take care of as it is. But if I get them, that'll be my responsibility. And yeah. I don't know. But it depends how much I minimize my workload. Because like I said, I want enough time for everything. And I sure hope this job can support my livelihood for the next couple of years, because I really, like I said, I wish I want to do this for at least 2 years, not even more. That would be nice, but I just don't see it working out. You know what I mean? I can't hardly see it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. My car's almost fixed, by the way. My husband, poor guy, had to work in the rain yesterday. Like he had to finish putting my car together, the axle and shit in, and the next axle or something, because he said one thing was broken in there. I don't remember what the hell he was talking about, so I couldn't tell you. But and it was at 1 o'clock. It started pouring really hard. So then he had no choice but to work in the rain, and it was cold too. So poor guy, he was soaking wet and stuff when he was done. And then he had to get one other part back there, and I want to say it's for the back. Like, I don't know if it's a wheel bearing or something, or U-joint or something, because he was saying, I don't know, I guess I don't know. But he's had to change 2 wheel bearings so far, 1 or 2 axles. Like I think he had to change both sides of the axles. I don't know. That part is kind of confusing. And I think he said he spent like over $200, but less than $300 so far on this car. And he had to change the oil, which was done too. And yeah, so he's got that one other thing to try. I don't know, you know, like I said, who knows, because it said it's still making noise and this and that. I still need to be careful with it, you know. But that's where we're at with my Malibu. Okay, that's where we're at. Anyway, I'm gonna go, but that's all I wanted to say, because like I said, I can't remember everything I wanted to say. But that's where I'm at right now. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I can make another update in April, you know, which is like in 2 weeks. So that would be good, because I really want to stop making videos, and so I can keep catch up on my posting. So I'm gonna try not to film anything. Like, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Make it 2 weeks, then make a video. Let's see if it's possible. I can't guarantee anything. All right, bye.